everybody, I'm the Gulf Coast Granny. Welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. We cook, we talk, we chat about life and family and all kinds of cool stuff. And today we're going to make a cheesecake pie or cream cheese pie. Is it a cake? Is it a pie? And I'm going to decorate it with some chocolate ganache. Chocolate makes everything better. That's my opinion, but I stand by it. Okay, what I've done first is I have pre-baked or blind baked my pie shell. This is a Pillsbury frozen pie crust. I stuck it in this disposable pan and cooked it for about 8 minutes on 450. I just followed the package directions. I did take off a couple of minutes though because I don't want my crust getting overly brown, and our pie has to bake for 35 minutes. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is put my cream cheese in this bowl. This is 12 ounces of cream cheese. You can use any brand that you want to because cream cheese is all the same to me. I'm going to get every little bit off of there. Most of it anyhow. This has been softened ahead of time, and this is kind of why I'm battling with it. You don't want to try to cook or mix really cold cream cheese because it just clumps. Let me get a paper towel. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to put 3/4 of a cup of sugar in with the cream cheese. We're going to beat our cream cheese and sugar mixture with this mixer until it's all smooth. Can you believe I just did that? Now we've got it all smooth. See there? I don't know if you can see it in that light or not, but it is. And we're going to add 1 egg at a time and beat those up. Woo! Just fell right out of there. Now I'm going to scrape the sides of this bowl down a little bit to make sure I get every little bit mixed up. Because you know, some always sticks to the side. And now what we're going to do is put 2 teaspoons of vanilla in our cheesecake mixture. And I'm just going to stir that in until it's all incorporated. Because I can't stand the sound of the mixer. It's too loud. And see there, we have now what looks like cheesecake batter. We're going to pour this into the pie shell, and we're going to cook it on 350 degrees for 35 minutes. I'm going to check it at 30 because my oven tries to be a little wonky sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't know if it wants to cook fast or slow. Hey, y'all, don't forget now, 10 more subscribers, and we'll be doing the giveaway for our silicone spatula set. So, don't forget to share this video with your friends and get them in on the drawing, because as soon as we hit 100, I'm going to start doing this thing. Now, let's stick it in the oven. Now, while our pie is cooking, we're going to make the ganache. And the ganache, to me, is the best part. We're going to use these Ghirardelli semi-sweet chocolate chips and whipping cream or heavy cream. You could use half and half. It doesn't make really a difference. I just happen to have that on hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour a quarter of a cup of this whipping cream into this bowl, and I'm going to microwave it until it's good and hot. We're going to use a half a cup of these chocolate chips and put them in this bowl. Now, let me go put this in the microwave real quick. And what I want to show you is that it's just about level with the top layer of the chips. Making ganache is super simple. It adds so much to any dessert that you want to have chocolate on or in. You can make chocolate mousse with it. You can do a lot of stuff with ganache. I like to use it on this particular pie just to drizzle it over the top and decorate it and give it some extra flavor. The first time I made this pie, I used the ganache, but I made a bunch of it. So I just dumped it all over the top and spread it around. And you couldn't even taste the pie because of the chocolate. This chocolate, these Ghirardelli chocolate chips are the best to use when baking, to use in chocolate chip cookies, anything. They have the most wonderful chocolate flavor, and I wouldn't recommend ever buying any other kind because these are something else. They really are. They give it a very authentic chocolatey taste, not anything like a candy bar type of chocolate. It's a real chocolate taste. So anyhow, I think these have melted enough. That's what we're doing. We poured that hot whipping cream on top of those chips, let it sit a minute so that it can melt. And now what we're going to do is stir until we get the most beautiful shiny chocolate. And it doesn't take but a minute. This is a silky, smooth, beautiful chocolate. You know what? I think I'm going to have to get my whisk. Oh, goodness gracious. This is so good. Let me get my little whisk. Okay, I think I'm going to have to add a little more cream. Just a tiny bit, maybe a tablespoon. That's much better. It's much looser feeling. What ganache does is when it's wet like this and you're preparing it, it's real loose. But as it cools and sets for a while, it will get pretty set. It gets pretty hard. So I like to start off with kind of a looser mixture. Let's see. See how that's almost fudgy consistency? That's where I want it. So we're going to let this set up somewhat until the pie is finished. And I'm going to lick the spoon while the pie is cooking. Now, I'm going to clean up a little bit, wait till the pie's done, and then I'm going to show you how I do the drizzle on the top with the ganache, okay? Alright everybody, the pie's done, and there she is. Isn't she pretty? And here's the ganache. Now I had to heat it up a little bit because it did get set pretty good. It was pretty thick. So what I'm going to do is open up this Ziploc baggie and scoop this ganache right into the bag. Y'all, I could eat this by the spoonful. For real. Alright. I'm going to get it down there in the corner. Zip it up. Caught me. And then I'm going to cut the corner just a bit teeny tiny little piece. And then I'm going to drizzle it all over the top of this. And little circles. There we go. Now, look at that. It's not beautiful. Nobody ever said I was an artist. But I just want to thank y'all for hanging out with me in the kitchen today. And go ahead and try and make one for yourself. And I guess I'll be talking to you guys real soon because I got some more videos to make. Y'all have a good evening. Bye-bye.